What's the first time that you ever broke the law?
The first time I ever broke the law, I probably was about seven, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing what? Because you was still in Florida at this time.
I was going to Pompano Elementary then too. McNair. I was going to McNair. Me and my cousin Wet. His name Willie Mallard. They call him Wet. And I'm my right hand man. We've been selling mangoes and bars ever since we've been kids. Man, we came up hustling together, making something. So shoot, me and my cousin, we about in the second grade. We went to school. Went all the way out to McNair, got out the bus, skipped school. We were going back to the hood. We done walked all the way almost back to Grace apartment, and we done got up there. We used to have a Bojangles right there off Atlantic. We done got to the Bojangles. The Bojangles were closed down, so we walking beside the Bojangles by what a drive-through at. And my cousin, he want to be curious. Come on, cuz, they go in there. Look, cuz ain't nothing in there, cuz. I'm going in there anyway. Alright, he turned his ass in the drive-thru window and crawling up in there. So while he was crawling in there, I seen the front of a car come around the side. When I seen the front of that car come, it looked like a police car. So I took off. Boom. I ran around the side of the building. So when I ran around the side of the building, I'm for the goddamn go across Elmville. I'm for the get back going down 6, down Esther Road. I'm gonna get back to Grace Apartment. I'm supposed to be going back home. We supposed to be at school, but I'm going home anyway. So I know my grandma ain't there. I know my mama know they on dope and shit. My uncle there, so they don't care. So I'm just gonna stay hid out anyway. Either way it went. But my cousin ended up getting caught by the police. It was a security guard. So okay, he done caught him and chased him down. So now when he caught my cousin, he had my cousin whoever with him. I guess he told him it was somebody else with him. So I done ran. It was some bums. Like some people that live on the street, they had a little tent city right there. So I'm running, and the old man see me, he say, "What you running from, boy?" I said, come on here. So he called me to a little tent. So to let me go in the tent. So I'm peeping out the tent. So okay, he asked me, "You got some money? You got any money? What you running from? The police looking for you?" So he doing all that, right? So I'm like, "I ain't got no money." So okay, here come the police now. The security guard gave my cousin to the police, so he in the back of the police car. So I see the police car peeping out the tent. Police car coming on around. So he stopped right there and asked the man. He said, "Hey, you seen a little young boy just run through him?" Old boy said, "Nah, I ain't seen nobody." So all right, the police pulling off. Police probably pulled off a couple of feet. And that thing, he all, "Hey, yeah, Mr. Police, he right here. He right here." So the police come back. They grab me, take me and my cousin to D.C. D.C. was in Lauderdale. We stayed in Pompano, so they took us to the detention center. And we were the youngest two niggas in the damn detention. We 7, 8 years old. Everybody in the detention center, they in their teens and stuff that.
Y'all some cheers.
Yeah, man. We were little boys. They put us in a little holding room and everything, and they did all kinds of stuff. They took us down through to the bathroom, and the older boys and stuff. They let us mingle with them a little bit just to try to put a little scare tactic in us. So and they took us back, and then my grandma ended up coming, and then when my grandma came, my cousin he done ran behind the door trying to hide. So when my grandma come get me out, she like, "Who else with you?" I told her my cousin was with me, and then she said, "So that was him running behind that door?" I said, "Yeah, man." So she said, "All right, he'll be here till his granddaddy come get his ass." So she left my cousin. But when I got home, my grandma put one on me, boy. She put one on me, but it didn't matter. Cause I was like this, man. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Ever since I was legit, like before I started going to school, man, I was doing stuff I ain't supposed to be doing. You know, like I'm an old man child.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's a different kind of spirit in me. I came out ready to get to work.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So when it all go down, like shoot, man. Ever since I've been a jit, man, I used to get ass whippings every day. Before I even got in kindergarten, I used to get ass whipping every day. In the summertime come around, me and my cousin go back in the 80s and stuff. All the sodas came in bottles. So they had the tall soda bottles, then they had the little soda bottle, like that little Coke they be selling.
Yeah.
That little Coke bottle was 15 cents. But the tall bottles and stuff, that was a dime. So we go hustle through the neighborhood. Everybody they were drinking out of bottles back then. So we go hustle down through the neighborhood and just find bottles in people's backyard, steal them or whatever. Some people give them to us. Then we'll go summertime, go get the mangoes, go jump people fences and stealing their mangoes and go back to the hood and sell them, or go to White Town and sell them.
How much a mango go for?
Shoot, it's just different prices. Like if you had a little peach mango, that probably right there probably been about 20 cents.
Yeah.
But a regular size mango, a good nice mango, a quarter.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to the bigger mangoes, 50 cent, big Hagen's, $1.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it was just different prices on the difference of the mangoes. It was just different prices and stuff like that though.
When as a child, did you ever have in your mind, did you know who your dad was? I ain't talking about like know who he was, but did you know who he was to America?
As a child, I'm gonna just be honest. I didn't know who my dad was, like to America. No, I didn't learn who my dad was to America till like when I'm gonna say I was up in age, like maybe like a little bit before I went to prison.
Yeah.
You feel me? But after I went to prison, I really just know way more. But yeah, when I was a little kid, man, I'm gonna just be honest. It was. I'm gonna tell you this here. We had a boys club right there in Pompano, right up the street from my house. And my daddy, he was the maintenance. He was like the supervisor of the ground team for the city of Pompano. Okay. So he made the city beautiful. They planted trees and cut scrubbery and made the city beautiful. Yeah. So he was the ground maintenance manager. So okay. So right up the street from the house, Dad, he started by the park. We got a little park named Apollo Park and the boys club and stuff. My dad got a little piece of land and just started putting little trees and stuff and made a little park named it Jackson Park. So after that, they just turned it a little bigger. But like I say, like when I was a younger kid, I used to go to the boys club and stuff. My dad used to want to go with me and hang out with me and stuff like that though. My dad was old. So a lot of my friends, they used to jank, they used to crack, crack jokes and shit. And your dad, their granddaddy, this and that, and this. So I was ashamed of my dad in a way. When I was a young kid, I was like ashamed of my father in a way. And when I grew up and I thought about it, I said, man, I don't know what you going through. You feel me? Because one thing about my dad always did for me or whatever. Like when I was a little kid, when I was really young. Like I got a lot of pictures like growing up. Yeah. And my dad used to tell me all the stories, my mom and them too. But my dad, he tell me like, boy, every time I had a 3-piece suit on, you had a baby 3-piece suit on. Yeah. We used to like Esther Rose is from right there where I'm from in Pompano.
For real?
Yeah, she stayed right up the street. She stayed on what they call it, Millionaire Road. Yeah. That's on 15th by Dixie, but it's right down the street from us. Yeah. And then her house, the house that she was born in, was on Esther Road Street on 6th. That was down the way, but all of it was there like in a triangle. Yeah. You feel me? So yeah, man. So one of the you touched on something that was real important. I think a lot of times we overlook it, but it's that little voice. I've identified that voice amongst because I work with at-risk youth. Mm-hmm. So I've called it crash coaching, but it's that voice that, let's just say, we on a bus, and me and you could be saying something. We could be even disrespecting each other, but sometimes hot sauce get put on it when people be like, ooh, or it could be, sometimes that voice is silent. You know, sometimes it's based on our perception of what others' expectations of us are. Because I thought because I was ugly that I was supposed to be a thug. You see what I'm saying? I was just like, shit. Well, you wild.
Do what we supposed to be doing. It's horse race. Do what we supposed to be doing. I was like, if I was light skinned and I had all my teeth, then it'd be a little bit different. But I'm not. So here we go. I'm taking some. So how much? And then you said that they was calling you Haitian, and you ain't even from Haiti.
I ain't never been to Haiti. I had Haitian friends, and then back in the 80s, it was like it was bad on the Haitian back in the 80s, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, if you from Florida and you was in Florida in the 80s, in the early 80s and stuff like that, and you were Haitian, you was a young Haitian or whatever, and you grew up, shoot, you already know what's going on, man. A lot came with that. But nowadays, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this: the Haitian Americanized now, but they different.
Yeah,
it's a whole different era. It's a new era, bro.
False claiming Haiti. They like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers want, I'm a Zoe. They want to be a Zoe now. But back in the old days,
it wasn't like
boy,
that. It wasn't like that. So to what degree do you think you were affected by what others had to say to you, or what you thought others believed about you or thought about you?
I'm gonna say I was affected to a degree. I don't even know how much of a degree, but at the same time, see me, I'm a guy like this though. See, I always been able to get back with you.
Yeah.
Now you say something to me, I don't care. You got on J's and Reeboks and duck head. You looking clean, fair haircut.
Yeah.
But I know how to make you cry, but I know how to get in their head.
Yeah,
I know how to get in their head. So I don't care nothing about all that stuff now.
Yeah, I done seen that.
I get in their head. So no.
All right. So when in your life do you actually start to break grown man laws?
When in my life did I actually start break grown man laws?
In Georgia, because
I say I was about 14. I really actually started breaking grown man
laws. What this when you was selling dope?
Yeah.
All right. So you was selling weed. Do it ever get the crack?
It get the crack.
So let me ask you this: Did you ever have some thoughts about mom being on dope and you selling dope, or did it didn't correlate?
It didn't never really correlate because like my grandma moved us to Georgia. My mom was still in Florida, so every now and then my grandma go down there, she'll bring her up or whatever, and she'll come stay with her for a while. But shoot, it was at one point in time that I had to go get the dope from my mom.
What you mean?
I had to get it. She wanted it, and I wasn't even selling it at that time.
You had to go get it for her?
I had to go get it for her.
Dang.
My mom used to give me money. Like, we stayed like 3 miles away from the little town.
Yeah.
I get on my bicycle, I jump on one of the horses, and ride to town.
Hold on. Nigga, you done hopped on a horse to go buy dope?
Yeah.
Oh, that's we had
a lot of horses, bro. When we came to Georgia, in Florida, I had a horse when I was in Florida. Like, my dad, he big on horses, so he had a ranch in Pompano.
Yeah.
Off a power line. Like, they got the big Starcade. That's the big little jail down there now for power line. But my dad had a ranch down there before they brought all that in.
Bro, when you just said you was riding a horse to go get crack, in my mind, the first thing that came out of my mind, all I could think about was Django. I just see you, I don't know why, but you was barefooted. The horse that had no sound.
The horse had no, I ain't.
You just hopped on that bitch.
Like, just grab the mane, put the bit on him, and get on up through there.
With a bag of crack.
Come on back. With
my mom. I'm finding me a horse.
She used
It's horse face.
She used to pay me, boy. She used to pay me to go get it for her and stuff like that. But I know it was wrong. But at the same time, if I ain't gonna get it for her, she was gonna get it either way it went. So she was paying me to go get it for her. That's why I say, like, I love my mom, but at the same time, she's on a different page. You feel me?
Yeah. I think all of us kind of dealt the bad hand with it, bro. Cause I be thinking about some of the stuff. When I had my cousin tell me, we was standing in the hotel. He was like, "Man, I can make your daddy empty that refrigerator." I'm like, hell no. My dad just came through my line and, you know what I mean, and gave me coupons. And I could have went to jail at 16. Man, Bro, that nigga empty that refrigerator shower. I'm talking about he ain't leave nothing in that bitch. I'm talking about nothing. I'm in that mother. I'm looking in the refrigerator. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, boy, it's going down. I said, we don't eat no other night, but tonight we finna eat. I done walked in that bitch. I mean, you remember the episode of Martin when Gina and Martin come home? They're like, they open up the door like, this the wrong apartment. Look back out, I'm like, man, what? Come on, man. But if I'm being honest, if I didn't grow up in that era, I don't commit the armed robberies that I commit. I don't do that. You see what I'm saying? I take a whole nother route. But, you know, but that's how the drugs in our community affect different generations. Because then if I don't rob, I don't miss 9 years of my daughter's life. You see what I'm saying? She don't get molested. And then so on and so on. It just that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 generations that crack then text. You see what I'm saying? So I believe, if we just being honest, boy, crack killed a lot of our households, but they filled up a lot of prisons.
They did.
For real. So what was your charge the first time? Did you get arrested as a juvenile? Not when you was still
I got arrested as a juvenile
in Georgia.
Yeah, I went to the RYDC. They got a little RYDC in Sandersville. Yeah. And when I went to the RYDC, I did some vandalism. I vandalized some shit. Motherfucker owed me some money. Yeah. So I went to RYDC for that, and then I started getting the big head a little bit. Now
why you got the big head?
Because I was doing a little different stuff. Yeah. Making a little money. Young guy, you feel me? Little boy, really. But
you still going to school at this time?
Yes.
What your grades looking like?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this here. Like a lot of my grades were like pretty straight, but I still end up. I'm already back. I'm already back on failed a time or two already. You feel me? So when I got to Sandersville and I got to the middle school, like I got in a program they call Rebound. Okay. Rebound is a program that it gon' like I'm in the 7th grade. I'm gonna skip the 8th grade, go straight to the 9th. Okay. So that what Rebound was a thing to help you catch back up. Yeah. You know, so I got in Rebound, so then I was able to catch back up. Yeah. And get back in the right grade. But it didn't really matter with that right there, because after that happened and I ended up going to alternative school.
So you done got kicked out of regular school. Yeah. Why you go to alternative school?
Well, I went to alternative school. I got kicked out of regular school.
Yeah, I know, but what you do to get kicked out?
I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to get kicked out. Me and my 2 more guys, we broke into middle school. The principal had done took my beeper, done took my Walkman, all that there. Yeah. So he ain't getting them back. So the guys.
If folks listening to this don't know what a beeper or a Walkman is, you old as fuck.
Hey, so my homeboy down that stayed in Sandersville, they just telling me, hey man, so I gotta do it. Wait, later on, we just break the one and go in there, get the VCR tape out of there. Yeah. And clean it out. Yeah. We did that. So okay, we get away. I got the tape. I burnt the tape. They were watching it. Made sure I burned it. Boom. So after the fact, one of the guys, he already been known for doing shit like that at the school because he stayed close by the school. Yeah. So they pinpointed his ass. Yeah. And he brought me in it. So
it was over with.
Yeah.
So then you go to alternative school. Mm-hmm. What's the name of the alternative school?
What the fuck was the name of that alternative school? It was in Tennell. Sure, I don't even really know the real name. We just called it alternative school.
How long did you stay there?
I ain't staying in alternative school that long, cause when I got in alternative school, that's when I did what I did. That's when I committed a crime.
Okay, so before we get there, so let's go back to one of your purest moments. Have you ever been in school and they asked you what you want to be when you grow up? Did you ever have something that you wanted to be?
Yeah, I did. I had a lot I wanted to be. I was like this here, like I wanted to play sports. Yeah. And if I ain't making the sports, I want to go to the Army. Yeah. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So, and now I want no dream not coming true. But at the end of the day, Everything good though. I can't even complain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't living my dreams.
Yeah. It ain't too late though.
Yeah.
It ain't.